the young and the restless. Tensions are never far from boiling over, and this week Audra Charles finds herself at the center of the drama. After storming out on Nate Hastings in a heated moment that leaves their already fragile dynamic in pieces, Audra crosses paths with none other than Phyllis Summers. But instead of sympathy, she finds herself in a sharp-tongued clash with Genoa City's queen of manipulation. Meanwhile, Kane Ashby makes a rare emotional confession to Lily Winters, laying his heart bare in a way fans haven't seen in years. Audra walks out on Nate. The cracks between Audra and Nate have been widening for weeks. Their partnership, both romantic and professional, was built on shaky foundations. Nate's reputation as a man who can't quite separate business from pleasure hasn't helped, and Audra, who prides herself on being strategic and always in control, is fed up. In a tense exchange at Society, Nate questions Audra's commitment to him. His words are sharp, laced with jealousy over her growing independence in the business world. Audra listens for a moment, her dark eyes narrowing as she realizes Nate is once again trying to put her in a box. "You don't get to decide what I'm capable of, Nate," she snaps, her voice calm but cold. "And if you think I'm going to let your insecurity hold me back, you don't know me at all." With that, Audra grabs her bag, tosses one last icy look over her shoulder, and storms out, leaving Nate stewing in his own frustration. The walkout is more than a temporary fight. For Audra, it's a declaration of independence. For Nate, it's another reminder that his grip on his relationships keeps slipping through his fingers. Audra versus Phyllis. Sparks fly. Audra doesn't get far before running into Phyllis Summers at Crimson Lights. Phyllis, who's never one to miss an opportunity to poke at someone else's weakness, immediately senses Audra's foul mood. "Well, if it isn't Genoa City's resident femme fatale," Phyllis teases, her lips curling into a knowing smile. "What's the matter? Did Nate finally realize you're more trouble than you're worth?" Audra's jaw tightens. Normally, she can brush off comments like that, but tonight, with emotions running high, she bites back. "Careful, Phyllis," Audra says smoothly, leaning in. "I've heard plenty of stories about the bridges you've burned in this town. Maybe you should focus on rebuilding your own life instead of trying to tear down mine." The jab hits home. Phyllis straightens, her smile fading into a glare. "Listen, sweetheart, I've been running circles around people like you long before you set foot in Genoa City. You think you're untouchable, but trust me, you'll trip. And when you do, I'll be right here to remind you of this conversation." Audra smirks, refusing to back down. "That's the difference between you and me, Phyllis. You wait for opportunities. I create them." The tension between them thickens, drawing stares from nearby customers. Neither woman is willing to yield, and it's clear this won't be their last clash. Two master manipulators, circling each other like predators, each ready to strike at the first sign of weakness. It's a rivalry fans won't want to miss. Kane opens up to Lily. While Audra and Phyllis are trading barbs, a quieter but equally powerful moment unfolds between Kane and Lily. For years, their relationship has been marred by betrayal, heartbreak, and missed chances. But time has a way of softening even the deepest wounds. Kane finds Lily at Chancellor Winters, working late as usual. He hesitates before entering, clearly wrestling with his emotions. Finally, he steps inside, his vulnerability written all over his face. "Lily, I need to talk to you," Kane begins, his voice low, almost unsteady. Lily looks up, surprised. "Kane, it's late. Is everything okay?" For once, Kane doesn't try to hide behind charm or bravado. He exhales slowly, running a hand through his hair. "I've been carrying a lot of guilt for everything that happened between us. The lies, the mistakes, I can't take them back. But I never stopped loving you. Not for a second." The confession takes Lily aback. Though she's moved forward in her life, there's still a part of her that aches when she thinks of what they lost. She sees the raw honesty in his eyes, and it stirs old feelings she thought she'd buried. "Kane," she whispers, her voice soft but conflicted. "You hurt me, more than anyone ever has. But I believe you mean this." Kane nods, his voice breaking. "I do. I don't expect forgiveness overnight. I just needed you to know. The moment is tender, filled with unspoken emotions. Whether it's the beginning of a new chapter for them or simply long overdue closure remains to be seen, but it's a side of Kane fans haven't witnessed in a long time. Open, vulnerable, and desperately human. What comes next? The fallout from these encounters is bound to ripple through Genoa City. Audra's decision to walk out on Nate signals the possible end of their alliance, leaving her wide open to new storylines. Her fiery clash with Phyllis hints at a brewing rivalry that could shake up the power dynamics in town. Meanwhile, Kane's heartfelt admission to Lily may set the stage for reconciliation, or open the door to even more complications. In true Young and the Restless fashion, nothing is ever simple. Audra and Phyllis are two forces who won't back down, and their paths colliding promises fireworks. Nate, left reeling, may find himself scrambling to prove he still has power. And Lily now faces a difficult choice. Does she let Kane back into her heart, or protect herself from being hurt again? One thing is certain, Genoa City is about to get a lot more complicated.